Hello guys, do you want to innovate, create or build wonderful electronic projects? If you want to, join me and let's do this together. Hello friends and engineers. Here are a list of sensors you can interface with any microcontroller or development boards such as Arduino, Raspberry Pi or ESP32 to build cool electronics projects. So here we have the MQ2 gas sensor, and here you have the LDR, Light Dependent Resistor, mostly used for darkness or light detection circuits. And here this is an analog piezoelectric vibrator module, and here we have the flow meter or a flow sensor to monitor or measure the flow rate in a liquid like water, and you can also calculate for the volume too. All right, so we're going to be seeing how each of these sensor works. All right, hello engineers, have you ever wondered how the MQ2 combustible gas and smoke sensor works? Well, don't be tricked by the name, because this sensor, this is it, this is the MQ2 gas sensor. So this sensor can not only detect gas or smoke, but can also detect LPG, alcohol, propane, hydrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. All right, so let's see how it works. So this is the MQ2 gas sensor module. So this is an LED to indicate when the gas sensor senses the gas. All right, so this is a lighter, and let's try this out. You can see the LED is off. You can see the LED is on. It just senses gas, and that is how it works. Thank you for watching. This is the analog piezoelectric vibration module. The module is a sensor designed to detect vibrations and mechanical shocks. For example, so it uses a piezoelectric element that generates an electrical signal in response to physical vibrations or impacts. So this module converts mechanical energy into electrical energy or into electrical signals that can be measured and processed by microcontrollers or electronic circuits, whichever circuit you're trying to use it. All right, so it is commonly used in applications requiring vibration detection and monitoring, such as security systems and maybe even industrial machinery or vibration analysis tools. So you can use this for any vibration project you're working on, like vibration detection projects. All right, so guys, this is a demo of how the analog piezoelectric vibration module works. So this is a buzzer, this is my Arduino UNO, and this is the piezoelectric module, vibration module. So I programmed the system in such a way that when it detects vibration, the buzzer should come on. So as it is, the buzzer is off. So let's see if this analog piezoelectric vibration module works. So once it senses vibration, the buzzer will come on. Now let's try it out and check it out. You can hear the sound of the buzzer. So that's how it works. This is the LDR. You can see it detects darkness and the light comes on. So guys, this is a video demo on how the flow meter works. So this is the flow meter, and this is the inlet and the outlet. I connected a hose to it, and this is a 5-volt DC pump that we're going to be using to pump the liquid, in this case water. So once the water goes through the outlet of the pump, it comes straight to the flow meter, and then the outlet of the flow meter goes back to the container we're going to be using for the demo. All right, so in this video you will also see the serial monitor display of the flow rate and the volume of the water. So we'll see when the pump is not connected, that is, it is not pumping water, and we'll see the reading, and we'll also see the reading when the pump is pumping water and sending it through the flow meter. All right, so guys, I'm done with the setup, but for this first setup the system should be reading 0 flow rate and 0 volume, because I disconnected the positive wire of the pump, the 5-volt DC pump that will be pumping the water for us to measure the flow rate and the volume of the water or liquid. So it should be reading 0 volume, 0 flow rate. So let's see. So you can see the flow rate is 0, the volume is 0. You can see the flow rate is 0, and then the volume is 0. Why? Because the pump, to pump the water that will flow through the flow meter, is disconnected. So let's try connecting the pump and see if the flow rate or volume will be increased. All right, so this is when the pump is disconnected. So let's try connecting the pump and see what happens to this reading. So I want to connect the pump now. You can hear it and you can see the water. It's pumping, but it's pumping back to the container. All right, so let's now read. You can see volume and you can see the flow rate. You can see the volume and you can see the flow rate. It's increasing. So this is how the flow meter works. You can get the flow rate and the volume of a liquid. All right. Thank you for watching.